Dear friends in Nepal, this is Bernhard Possert speaking. I'm really happy that I have the opportunity to visit you, to come to Nepal and to talk to you and work to you. And as you have seen, the topic that we will discuss together is the new good life. And my question really is, how can schools, how can our institutions that are dealing with education, how can we become guardians for the new good life? So why am I talking about a new good life? What about the old good life? Is the old good life no longer good enough? At least for Austria and for Europe, I can say the good life and our conceptions of the good life is changing for many people, because what we can see is that the old ways, how we were thinking about the world and what we were aspiring, that these old ways to think and to talk and to tell the narrative, that these pathways of thinking no longer really work. There are quite some shadows here, not just for Europe, but I think for the whole world. And you will hear from me about what I call the 7 shadows. And many people were also talking about these different challenges. And what is clear for now is that we just cannot continue to see the world as an ever-improving place where social standards get better, where we get more out of oil and gas, where there are no limits to some kind of improvement. Some people are even talking about a great simplification that might await us. So do you think maybe now that I will only talk to you about the 7 shadows and all these challenges and threats that may be ahead of us? No, hopefully not. So there are other people who are better experts about climate change and demography and energy crisis and many other things. My question is, how can our schools become guardians? Guardians for a new good life, for a new narrative, but also for the challenge that we should hand over to young people skills for a world that we do not know yet. So what are these skills? So of course we talk about reading and writing and doing mathematics, but beyond that, what kind of thinking do we at the moment think ourselves? What kind of thinking, what kind of interaction will be needed from people in the next centuries in a world that we do not yet know? And when I talk about a garden, we all know how gardens work. So plant grows by itself. Still, it needs gardeners who create the circumstances for life that is living itself. So if schools are good gardens, how can we create circumstances where young people can grow and where the good life, the new good life, can also grow? I'm really looking forward very much to the work we will be doing together, and I'm eagerly awaiting your perspectives, your questions, and the dialogue we will be having together. Thank you, and namaste.